Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective that may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Thursday, December 4th. All right, let's hop right in, see what's going on. It is the full moon in Gemini. So if you hang out after the reading, I will read a little bit about this full moon that we have here. We've got intervention, rescue, others involved. We've got done, completion, lesson learned, and magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist. Sold, moving, physical location change. All right, let's see. I feel like someone's in a couple's business here, whether this is someone that you're with or just someone that you're connecting to. All right. I feel like y'all are not entertaining these people anymore. Okay. We've got mature man, house, message. So someone could be, there could have been a group of people. I feel like this is a group of people here that were bringing some sort of evidence or some sort of documentations to this masculine energy in order to try to, I feel like, shake up the foundation. Okay. It's like there's a foundation here that people were trying to shake up. There's something to do with another masculine too. Okay, we've got two masculines. We've got this mature masculine here, which could be the one that you're connecting with. And then you got a group of people that were messaging this person, trying to bring some sort of documents, evidence to this person. This has to do with another masculine being someone that can be trusted, or someone that they wanted this person to view this other masculine in high honor. Got main female here. Concern. Poverty. Courtship. So this could have been instigated by a karmic feminine. This could have been somebody's partner here. They were worried about this masculine, this other masculine here, being left out in the cold. So they could have been the one that brought this evidence or these documents to this emperor energy here. They were worried about this courtship. It was putting you and this masculine in a pickle here. Main male, journey, imprisonment. This masculine energy here was worried about an ending that happened in the past, and they were worried about the connection between you and another masculine. They were feeling trapped. Okay. They could have stolen something at work or some sort of fraud, something like that. They just didn't want you with this masculine in particular. Okay. That's why these people were so involved in this connection. This karmic masculine and karmic feminine were fighting a lot, which may have been why this feminine sent some sort of message or brought some sort of documents to this mature man, this emperor energy, because their partner here, this karmic masculine, was like worried sick about you and this other masculine coming together, so it was causing some sort of arguments in their marriage. They didn't want you to be seen in high honor. They didn't want you to receive what it is that you deserve. Their motive had something to do with work. Okay, so they were afraid that they were going to lose their job. Okay, so they could have been fighting over the loss of a job, right? So whatever happened here in the past, it's like there's this karmic couple here, and they did something probably very shady, fraudulent, unfair, whatever the case is, at a place of employment or attached to some sort of money. And their concern was, well, if the collective comes into union with or is courted by or goes into business with this emperor energy, then I'm going to lose my job because of what we did. So because they were fighting so much, they decided to send this emperor energy a message, this feminine did, to try to convince them that this karmic masculine was high honor. So this may have been the where this whole smear campaign like originated from. All right, and the purpose in me channeling this may be just to kind of give you an answer as to why would they have gone this far or done what they did, because they were trying to hide something. So they wanted to put basically cover it up, and the best way they could do that was to try to paint this karmic masculine as high honor, and they may have felt the need to destroy your reputation in the meantime if you and this karmic masculine had a big falling out, or if there was something illegal or shady going on in the situation. We got child here, family room. Yeah, they were trying to hide something. They were afraid that this masculine was going to lose their job. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep moving. There's definitely something in writing here. Okay, they could be trying to avoid something that was in writing. They may have wanted something that was in writing to be thrown out. Something about that. Soul contract, soulmates, partnership, spiritual union. Egg on their face, ashamed, backfired, got caught. Spiritual attack and Netflix and chill. Sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with someone else, karma, divine intervention, facing their demons. So this definitely could be someone, and then we got hater, spiteful, jealousy. Okay. Someone's very up and down with their emotions. All right. intimate relationship, past, present, future. Oops, wrong move. Yeah, what it feels like here is that the karma that's playing out now has something to do with how this person treated you in the past. So this could have been someone that cheated on you, okay? They could be upset that you got pulled out of a toxic situation. There was some sort of divine intervention that saved you from, I don't know, having to deal with, scheming. They were doing something here, trying to set you up. All right. This could have been with some kind of side piece that they were dealing with. They definitely were envious of you as well. There could have something to do with text messages, setup energy. So someone may have sent you, this would have been in the past, some sort of text message to try to set you up, get something in writing, because they didn't want to deal with, taking accountability for doing something shitty. So instead, they created this whole scheme, tried to screw you over, and then tried to stop what, unbeknownst to them, is a spiritual union here. Late night phone call, text message, partying, hanging out with friends, neglecting family or children, Instagram. So this could be someone who, like they don't have a good lifestyle. Criminals are watching you because you know too much. Okay, so they definitely can be into illegal activities. Okay, these are like quote unquote friends that they hang out with. They may be neglecting their own family and children in order to do something here. For some of you, someone tried something on Halloween, whether it was this past Halloween or one in the past. They were scheming, trying to set you up. This person may have tried to do this more than once. Okay? Someone was trying to abuse their power. This is a false twin flame. All right? What else? Let me get the rest of this deck. I ordered a couple new decks, and I'm also going to create just one of these types of decks, a new one of those where I just kind of write on them. I'm not in the market right now or have the time, I'm not creating another deck like the ones that are on my Etsy page right now. Just a simple one. Wishes coming true. Karmic establishment. Okay, so there's something to do with a job, some sort of, this could have something to do with children as well. Someone could have been sneaking around with someone in like a kid's sports complex, a kid's, I don't know, maybe this person has kids and one of their side piece has kids, and they're both like coaches or teachers or mentors of some sort of karmic. I don't know that the establishment itself is karmic, but maybe they met a karmic through some sort of establishment here. Battle of the wits. Someone didn't want to, they could have lied about this. They wanted you to be blind to it. They didn't want you to know what was really going on here. What else? Not all those who wander are lost. Someone's mad at you. Capricorn. There could be a Capricorn involved here. Someone's definitely someone's projecting some kind of real envious energy at you. Prayer will help with this, okay? False information, someone lied about something, someone wrote something down, some kind of lie, or told some kind of lie. They may have said that you were upset or missing them or something like that, and you really just don't care, okay? Someone may have called you or called you from an unknown number. They may have popped up on you. Yeah, hoovering. This person's definitely in your business. Secrets, keep moving forward, and union. This person wants you back, but I don't know for what. I think this has everything to do with trying to cover their tracks. Okay, it's definitely a couple here, and this masculine energy was temptation for you. So they may have been hoovering to try to just, I don't know, pull you back into a cycle, not to do anything other than just to cover their own tracks. What else? We got invitation, date, meeting, interview, Christmas cocktail, social gathering, celebration, wedding. And falala, ignore, disregard, overlook. Rudolph, leader, influencer, empowerment. Okay, so you could be completely ignoring this person, celebrating with friends, celebrating with co-workers, other people who are kind of on your level and doing whatever it is that you do, people that you have things in common with. Like, you're not at all worried about this past person or who they're connected to. And there's someone else, this other masculine is not worried about them either. Three of Swords, someone's heartbroken. Maybe that you're going to start dating somebody, or that you may get some sort of interview. They may have received some sort of message. We got the Six of Cups. Someone could be thinking about memories of the past. Five of Wands. They don't like you. Ace of Swords, the Hierophant. Page of Cups, Judgment. Nine of Swords, Ace of Cups. Someone's confused. They had some sort of plan here to like hold you back, to hold back your forward movement, and that's not happening. Okay. They could have been sending black magic at you and your emperor. Ace of Wands, there's a new beginning here, false person. Be mindful of this, someone that may show up at a social gathering, at a celebration, at a wedding, looking for a new beginning here. It says false person. And then we've got the King of Wands. Keep this in mind. There definitely could be something about alcohol. There could be something about this person showing one side, but really having nefarious intentions. Something about the color purple is significant. Okay. Give me a little bit more here. The vampire, this person's a energy vampire, Eight of Pentacles. So if this is a work job, a work social gathering, a work celebration, this person may pop up. You're being called to ascend, past maybe the idea of worrying about what this person is there to do, and just continue moving forward with the Eight of Wands here. This person could be coming in with passion. All right, trying to pull off your sacral energy. There's something satisfying to them about pulling off your energy. There's also something significant about the crown chakra with all this purple out here. I feel like this person's trying to mess with your crown chakra, confuse you. It's like they want to come in and celebrate with you. Okay. I feel like they're trying to upset this emperor. They could be holding back from this emperor and then trying to move in on you. Innocence. Knight of Swords. Someone was trying to attack you here. You got Divine Partner at the bottom of the deck. 8 of Swords. 10 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Damn, for some of y'all, you're... it's almost like... You know what it feels like with the reading starting off the way that it did? It feels like your emperor made a decision to walk away from a couple or maybe even a whole group of people. And as they were trying to close that cycle out, this person now has come in with like another spin to where they're trying to force themselves into a situation where they can be face to face with you or try to pretend to be buddy with you or have some sort of offer for you. Or it's almost like, okay, well, if the emperor doesn't want to deal with me or with us, and then I'll just go talk to the empress. And this is putting your emperor in a pretty battle wounded type energy. Okay, they're feeling probably very wronged by this person if they're just sitting back kind of watching this unfold, because what this person's intention was to close out this cycle so that you could move forward, and they took advantage of that. And it's like they're not talking to the emperor. It's like, now, well, we're going to punish you and also come in and try to get the empress on our side. I don't think you're paying any attention to them, you or this person. King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely an emperor here. King of Pentacles, leader, influencer, empowerment. Gift giving, giving and receiving a gift, a surprise. What is this here? 7 of Pentacles. Hater. 4 of Swords. Queen of Cups. Legal issues. 9 of Pentacles. The Magician. I feel like this emperor hasn't communicated something with you. Okay. They could be following divine guidance. Social media. There's something to do with social media here. Some kind of miscommunication on social media. This person could be posting, this person that's like trying to come in and do all this could be posting stuff on social media that is trying to like fool this King of Pentacles, this Emperor, to make them believe that you're investing with them in some way. I don't know. They're really trying to fuck with this Emperor. Okay. They're very much trying to fuck with them. We got fire sign coming out here. And then we had fire sign, or the King of Wands out here earlier. Somebody feels like they made some sort of wrong move here. Elf on the shelf. Maybe they were putting something aside. Frosty, cold, manipulative, narcissistic. Conclusion. What is this elf on the shelf here? Because it feels like someone didn't do something. An offer. Yeah, I feel it. Communication block. That's exactly what it was. It felt like that with elf on the shelf. It didn't feel like the words that were on the card, which is like, disown, abandon. It didn't feel like that. It felt like someone was putting something off, like shelving the elf for another time. Somebody wanted to make you an offer, but there was a communication block here. Something to do with their south node and something to do with money. So if there's a connection and then you got traveling, time off, take a break, dream journal, there's something to do with money. This could have to do with a karmic job, with karmic establishment coming out earlier. Screenplay actors, Aries friendship, Jezebel. Oh man. This could be someone who's friends with this emperor or was in the past. Enemies. Yeah, these are definitely enemies. For sure. You got Sage Your Space. You have the Gift of Courage and Dark Night of the Soul, the Purge. I feel like this is where your person is. Your person's going through this. Third eye is awakening. They're going through like the Dark Night of the Soul. Like, okay, I see things for what they are. I know where I need to cut ties. And that's a tough place to be in because it's just not the brightest place, right? You're cutting ties with things from your south node that you know you need to let go of in order to move into your north node. And then while this person's going through that, these people here are attacking them by almost ignoring them and trying to befriend you now. It's like, just stop this union at all costs. Abundance. Remain calm at this time. Okay, what else here? Your person feels like they wish they would have given you an offer earlier, but, they had to go through some stuff. Empathy. Birth. Control. This person may have been stuck in the past here, indecisive about whether these people were their friends or whether they were their enemies, almost like they didn't know. This could have been why they hesitated here on birthing this new cycle with you or giving you this offer, especially if these people were talking badly about you. This person may have been in a meditative mode, kind of, I don't know. It feels like they were blind to something for sure in the past. This could have been hurtful for you when this person was in this place, almost like between worlds of not really, they could have been very defensive because they thought these people were their friends. Authority. Yeah, this is definitely a masculine going through the dark night. This person's eyes are open now. Resourcefulness. They're following guidance now, resistance. They're holding back. This is something to do with chaos control. Publicity. This has something to do with not wanting to cause chaos publicly. I feel like this person's trying to make sure that they make smart moves. So they could be holding back, not because they don't want this new beginning at this point. This person's closing out this cycle, but there has something to do with they're afraid when they communicate, this person's like trying to figure out how to operate knowing that these people are their enemies. How do I operate in this space knowing that these people are my enemies? This person has a lot going on too. They could be juggling a lot at once. And they're trying to maintain control over a situation. So if they're holding back from you at the moment, this is why. It's chaos control. Okay? What else? Vision. Manipulation. Exaltation. Choice. There's vision and manipulation here. Someone's definitely trying to screw with someone's third eye here. Crown chakra. You may want to do some research on crown chakra meditations, crown chakra healing. I can post some stuff too on the community board. You need to be focusing on and taking care of your crown chakra right now. Okay? Because there's people trying to get away with something here. Practicality. They're trying to drown something out. And they could be using they're definitely using manipulation, something to do with, this is giving handbook, right? So, well, it says on the handbook that this, that, or the other. Romance, this could have something to do with, I don't know, if this is someone that you work with, maybe there's some kind of rule in the handbook that you're not allowed to date at work. Acquisition, this says has something to do with you being seen in public with this person. Caution. Achievement. Someone hates what you have going on here. There's temptation involved here. There's a desire for an inheritance. Someone could be doing some sort of moon magic. We do have the full moon today. We have protection. Okay, you're being protected. Your children are protected. Tiger could be significant here. Aries is definitely significant. Taurus, Aries and Taurus are significant. Order. Everything's going to play out the way that it's supposed to. Okay, this is coming out to clarify, remain calm at this time. And we have drama. So there's definitely someone who's starting drama, trying to cause drama here. You're being called to remain calm, trust in the order of things, trust in the flow, continue being generous publicly, okay? And be patient here. For those of you that are dealing with a masculine energy, you two are on the same page, okay? This person could be having some sort of memories, almost of like they're feeling deja vu, like I feel like I've been here before kind of thing. And with you, I feel like working beside you. There's like this natural way of the two of you kind of remaining calm in the midst of chaos that like is out of the ordinary, right? You might be able to do this without even communicating with each other. Investments made will have positive results that'll bring prosperity. Invest wisely. Endings, the cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change. Rebirth, it's time to say goodbye. Bright ideas, have an innovative new inspiration, test new ideas and break out fast. Take action on your ideas. New beginning, you will start a new job in life. Clean sweep over, hit the reset button. Okay, so for some of you, there's some sort of investment that's coming to an end, some sort of job that's coming to an end, and a new beginning coming here. Knight of Cups. Something here about following your heart when it comes to where you invest. You're going to have to miss certain opportunities. You're going to have to cut something off here in order to get to your 10 of Cups. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups and the Four of Cups. There's something here about having to walk away from something. With this Queen of Swords, it's like you have to cut some things off here in order to get to this 10 of Cups. You can't have it all. You can't invest in all places here. Six of Cups in the reverse. Something from the past is coming to an end. No more looking back. Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Six of Swords. You have a lot of options moving forward here. So although something from the past is coming to an end, there's no looking back to the past. Just know that you have lots of options moving forward as far as where you want to invest. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Try out something here. If you've got some sort of idea, try it out. Three of Pentacles. This could have to do with working with someone or with a group. I'm saying take action. Stand your ground. You know, don't let past betrayals or anxiety hold you back. Let that go. These investments that you make, if you act on the ideas that you're having, they're going to bring you justice in the situation. All right? Someone else is mad about that. Let them be mad. Let them watch you work. The High Priestess. The Hermit. For some of you, this could be something to do with spiritual work. Okay? Something to do with ending cycles and new beginnings, transformation, helping people in a sense, like go through transformations, helping guide people through their spiritual journey, helping people keep the faith while they're going through this stuff. Like if this is something that you've experienced, there could be a job offer or something that's kind of like waiting for you to just make a move. Okay, don't let any of your fears overshadow stepping into this new cycle. It feels like the universe is wanting to gift you, right? If you have some kind of breakthrough idea, do something with it. Don't just let these ideas come up and then not make any kind of action on them. It is important that you take some sort of action. For some of you, this has to do with studying something here. Opportunity, new job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. Change is coming just in time. Using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets, transform the situation. Success, choosing the right direction, and actively overcoming difficulties. You're on the right track. Yeah, this has something to do with spiritual work. And that can be a lot of different things. Okay, you can do that in any way, any kind of creative outlet. This could be blogging, this could be teaching, this could be, you're talking mind, body, soul, right? So mind, it could be creating something that kind of, some sort of like curriculum or some sort of program to help people going through spiritual awakenings. This could have something to do with like anything to do with the body. So yoga instructing, massage therapy, anything that you typically do, nutrition, fitness, some sort of club. This could be religious work, working for like branding something, your own brand, bringing something in, creating something new. First quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. We've got full moon in Libra, find a balance. There could be more than one thing you want to do here. That's okay. Take a breather. Last quarter moon in Cancer. All right. If you have more than one idea, it's okay to follow both of those. Okay. You don't have to like put all your eggs in one basket. First quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. Definitely keep a positive mindset here. Forgiveness. Some of you need to let go of some resentments maybe from the past. This could be forgive yourself for not knowing any better, drawing down to the moon, knowledge. Okay. Maybe there was a situation from the past or multiple situations from the past where you just didn't know. And maybe you're beating yourself up over some things that happened in the past. Whatever this is, like, you got to forgive yourself for not knowing any better. It's not like you were consciously awake and continuing to make maybe shitty decisions. Support. There's a work-life balance thing that needs to be addressed as well. Abundance. Keep in mind the idea of working with others on a project too. So maybe maybe someone else comes to you with an idea. Listen and hear them out, okay? Because that could be something that leads to something abundant later. Watch for signs and transformation, okay? Avoid drama. Yes. Avoid the drama right now. The past, communicate, higher power, release blocks. So some of you need to just kind of get in, and we got protection and celebration. Some of you may need to just, I don't know, dive a little deeper into things that you need to release from the past that might be holding you back into jumping into this new cycle, fully open and ready. Intuition, higher power. I'm going to post about this. It's crown chakra. There's just like, that's really, really standing out to me here. Let your fears dissolve. Okay. I'm going to post some crown chakra stuff. 2020, compassion. It's a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. There's definitely something here about really focusing in on putting what you've learned to use. Hummingbird, lightness. It's time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. By doing this, you'll make them a reality. Joy is just around the corner, but you have to believe that it's possible to manifest your visions. Stop waiting and doubting. I like this. This is big. This is a big change into a new cycle here that's going to be very abundant for some of you. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. Thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. And then we've got focus upon divine and perfect health. So take care of yourself, treat yourself with love, and trust that your current connections here are, oh, this is an interesting one to come out here. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. We actually have the full moon in Gemini today that I'm about to read about, but I think it's interesting that this is what's coming out here. All right, let's see. New moon in Gemini. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. Attuned to the moon, write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. Additional meanings for this card: time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Someone is flirting with you, and read more books. All right. That's all I have for the reading. If you do not want to stick around to hear about the full moon in Gemini, I appreciate you tuning in for the reading. Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. I am going to do a past life reading probably at some point this weekend, either tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. I guess that's about it. So let's go ahead and look into full moon in Gemini. Unsettling, confusing, restless, and curious are just a few words to describe the strong energy of this full moon. You may also find that you have crazy dreams running up to it. There can be a nervous energy about this moon as you flip from one thing to the next, and so anxiety levels can be high. You may talk to yourself a lot with a constant narrative in your head about everything, questioning yourself, why do I do this? Think like this, say that, etc. There's also a lot of power in this if you use it as a form of self-inquiry rather than self-punishment. Use the light of this full moon in the Gemini twin mirror to allow things to surface and to look at yourself and your fears and self-limiting beliefs. If you find yourself stuck in the same patterns, situations over and over again, this moon will bring sudden clarity, a new way of seeing not only the situations and other people, but also you. It will help you to see what you did not see before and realize how you can do things differently. The sun is in Sagittarius during this full moon, so the themes of Sagittarius, such as being a free spirit, independence, and an eternal quest for knowledge, will now be highlighted by this full moon with Gemini energy added to them. Use the combined energy of these two lively, inquisitive signs to really begin to find clarity, answers, and knowledge, including self-knowledge. If you found yourself stuck so far this year, this full moon will help you begin to see a way forward and new ways of doing things, as neither of these signs likes to dwell in the past. Use the Gemini full moon to notice the inner narrative in your head. Take note of any repetitive questions or criticisms and release these under the waning moon. Notice the same patterns and situations you constantly find yourself in. Make a list of them. Try to see what they have shown or taught you up to now, and how can you do things differently going forward. Look forward, not back. Notice where you tend to stay stuck in the past, and for each past experience you find yourself reliving, write down one way you can alter that to move forward instead. Okay? I like that. This is very much taking a closer look at your thoughts, and that's really important when it comes down to understanding your behaviors, right? It usually starts in the head and then it turns into an action. So anyways, you may want to do that here. You may want to make a list. I'll just read it one more time what they are. The inner narrative in your head, the same patterns and situations you find yourself in, and for each past experience you find yourself reliving, write down one way you can alter that to move forward instead. Okay? So that's that. Today is the full moon in Gemini, and that's going to wrap up the reading. And I'll see you during the next one. Okay? Take care.